It is the world famous KROQ. Hi guys, I'm Nicole Alvarez here with Cold War Kids.
Woo!
You guys, at this point, we've had an entire year together. So we've done Weenie Roast with you guys.
Yes.
We've done a Red Bull Soundspace event.
Check.
We've hosted Loveline.
Check.
And
Holy
fielded
smokes.
some crazy questions. And we're finishing out the year with KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Yes.
So we were just talking about the forum, and it's important to talk about the forum and just honor the history here. Had you guys ever played here? No, right?
We had never played here before.
Okay,
no.
so had you wanted to play here?
Yes.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely wanted to play here. I came to a Kings game here when I was a little guy. Since they remodeled it, I heard how great it sounds. Came to the most recent U2 show, and it's like it sounded amazing. And
I saw Louis here last year.
yeah.
That's cool.
Does it matter as a band? Like, is there such a thing as a really crappy venue? Is there such a thing as a really crappy venue?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah? So
I don't want to name names, but
Okay, so we won't name names. 2015 has been a whirlwind year for you guys, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, for sure.
What made this year different? Because you guys have been in the game for a very long time. You've been beloved for a very long time. But what made this year, what was the spark?
I mean, honestly, I think KROQ had a huge part of it. I think, like, from the time that, like, we can't point out enough how rare it is that we had a song that had been out for, like, 6 or 8 months or something that
More even.
that by the time KROQ added first, and that song and the rest of the country was adding it, and it had been #1 for 7 weeks and is still doing great. And it's like that kind of thing. Like, we have been a band that has had a great, wonderful, loyal audience for so many years, but having a song that does that, seeing how that affects the whole thing, it's like it's really been amazing.
And we've spoken before. You never thought when you put First on the record that it would be
Yeah.
the song that did. In fact, it almost didn't make the record.
Yeah.
It was recorded way late. Yeah.
And so what was the deciding factor to throw it on last minute?
It was, it's that thing where I really believe, like, there's an enormous amount of work involved in writing songs and recording them. And a lot of people will say that the best pop songs happen quickly. And this was one where I had a demo of that song. It's a 3-chord song. It doesn't break from the kind of like the 3 chords and the like, but Moss and Joe, the rhythm section, were both like, hey man, that song is really great. You should make sure that we get that done. And I was kind of like, yeah, I want to get it done, but came to the time when we were done with everything and we were trying to finish up songs that were becoming B-sides and extra things. And by the time that we had done that song, finished everything, sent it out, hey, by the way, here's the extra songs, because we always like to have EPs and lots of music for later times to release. But just instantly, the like light up effect of like our manager and our different people that heard it were like, oh my God, you guys, this is probably the most like accessible, best version
insane.
of you, and we were like, oh my God, like great,
It
know?
does it on the air the second that it plays, and you got to understand, where I work, I listen to this stuff all the time, over and over and over, and there's certain songs that have a burn factor, but every time First plays, 0.5 seconds into it, it hits you right like right here in the heart, and it's insane. And people that don't have the same musical tastes all love First.
It's
Yeah.
like the best.
It's emotional.
I mean, nothing can. Yeah, it really is an
It's my
emotional
song of the year, for sure.
As like lyrically, it's something that is like one of the more like stream of consciousness. Like, it was a song that I tried to not edit too much and change and make like, oh, this would sound, better, or people might like this or that more. But it's like, it's just like a stream of consciousness song, and it is what it is, and it's like, I think it's a very joyful song. There's a lot of songs that I think when people have hits, they're like, they feel like, oh, like they love the record, and the song that's a hit, they sort of half love because it's like some sort of maybe like a compromise or something of what they do. Like, I love First so much. I'm
so glad. That's
what
so
it's
good
about.
to hear.
Yeah.
So you guys are from California. Do you feel a certain sense of pride now, especially now when you play here? Or is it like a hometown heroes thing? Or do you get extra
sure.
emotional?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
of course.
Especially playing the Forum tonight, like during the holidays after
Yeah.
such a successful year.
I was totally emotional.
Yeah.
I completely felt it. I grew up in Anaheim. He grew up in
Ontario.
Inland Empire, Ontario, Claremont
I
area.
begged my parents to go in 6th grade, 7th grade, and they're like, no. You
To
don't
go
wanna
to where?
To go to this. I
to
want
go what show?
to KROQ Acoustic
To come
Christmas.
to here.
Oh, really?
I really wanted to
Yeah.
go, and they're like, no,
Oh,
it's
shit.
too expensive. We don't,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to go. And I was like, well, take me with you, or my big brother. And they're like, nah. And so now I get to go for playing.
Doesn't that blow your mind, though? So you had to beg your parents. They said no because it was too expensive. And now you're playing Acoustic Christmas and you're playing it at the Forum.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I thought of that a couple times.
It's
I was like,
amazing.
I weaseled my way in somehow. It was great.
So when you...
We went to a show here years ago. Coldplay asked us. I think we had like the potential to open for them on tour, and they were playing here, and we came to see them to potentially open for them on the tour. And we were kind of felt like it was like, I don't know if on a scale this big that we'll come across. And so we said no to it, which is kind of crazy in hindsight.
I'm pretty bummed about it.
But it's like, I think for us being from here, and like we said on stage, like Anaheim and like Inland Empire, and we lived in Long Beach for years, and Whittier, like our band has lived all over Southern California, skipped around in LA and Orange County, and the Forum more than ever now, especially since it's the last few years been redesigned and sounds better than ever. Like it's definitely the best. It's the place.
It doesn't smell like it used to. There was a certain odor of like regret and beer in the air here.
Yeah.
So it's definitely gotten better.
They
How
scrubbed
many?
that out.
Yeah. How many years ago is that they asked you?
It was the French
5
tour.
years ago, maybe?
The La Vida.
Viva La Vida.
Was that tour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People would have shown up for you guys, first of all. But do you think?
I think we were assholes.
In retrospect,
we were
would
assholes,
you
but
do
we were
it-
nervous.
Yeah. In retrospect, if you had the opportunity again, would you have said yes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
I think we were, like, we're a band like from Long Beach. We were like, I don't know if people will give a shit about us,
Yeah, they
and too self-conscious. But we've grown a lot, and
Yeah.
and that's what I'm happy. I'm just happy to have existed this long to realize, oh shit, I wish we would have done that. Who knows what would have happened if we would have done that? But
But you're
I'm
here
so
now.
glad that we're here now.
You're
Yeah.
here now, and doesn't it feel like this is where you're supposed to be?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're doing something right. Congratulations, you guys. No band ever, well, there's a lot. I say this to bands I love, but you guys, you've kicked ass for so long, put your heart into it. You have so many loyal followers and cult songs that we all love so much. So you guys really deserve the year that you had and the success that's coming your way.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Thank you for playing Acoustic Christmas. Tell your parents
Yeah.
next year they can come on us.
Hell
like
yeah.
they can totally. We'll put them in the VIP in the pit
Yeah.
if they want, whatever.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
you
thank
so
you guys
much.
again. Give it up for
Thank
Cold
you.
War Kids. Thank you so much.